Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand Q1, question number first from the contest 463. Question is, we have the best time to buy and sell stock using strategy. Okay, means little changes we have in the problem. Okay, that we have seen the stock problem. Okay, question saying that you are giving to integer array, that is prices and strategy. Okay, means we have given two arrays having equal length n. Okay, and it is prices and strategy. So prices at I is what? The price on day I, and strategy at I is the auction on day I. We call, let's suppose, equal to, if it is coming -1, if the elements at strategy at I, let's suppose, means day I is -1, means we are going to buy a 1 unit. If we are seeing 0, means we have to hold. If it is 1, means we have to sell the 1 unit. Understand? We have to find the profit, right? How we are going to find the profit? Profit is simply, you have the sum of what? Two things. Yes, strategy at I into profit at I. So to find the profit is simply, if you have the sum of strategy at I into prices at I across all days. Understand? So you are allowed to choose at most one contiguous subarray of length k. Okay, that is why you have given k, and you have to find the consecutive elements, right? Once you find the consecutive element, because you are allowed to choose at most one contiguous subarray of length k, where k is saying is an even number, right? K is even, and we have to replace that block with some specific pattern, right? What are the patterns are there? So first, k minus k by 2 elements, that is called, let's suppose, called 0, is hold. First k by 2 elements is 0, should be hold, right? Means 0 means hold. We have seen that. So very first we have to set the first k by 2 elements to 0, and next k by 2 elements we have to set as 1, means we are doing to sell. So these two things we are saying, right? Very first, what I told you, means we have to choose k consecutive elements, right? We have to choose at most one contiguous subarray of length k, right, where k is even. That's why we will divide in two parts for the hold and sell. So first k by 2 elements will be 0, and last k by 2 elements will be sell. Okay, now you know how to find the profit, right? You have you want the maximum profit, possible profit after at most one such modifications, right? If we will do that, if we will do the modification, if you do nothing, that's allowed to. Okay, so what is the important? Important is there is no intervention and the budget constraint. Buy and sell are always feasible. That is, we have given here. There is no constraint between buying or taking the ownership or selling that thing, right? So don't worry about that. Just perform the action. For example, we have given prices, we have given a strategy, we have given KE, we have given. Okay, very first, if we are having the original one, right, we know that the original strategy is what? This. So this is the original strategy. If you want the profit, you just multiply all of them and you will have the profit. Similarly, you will find if you do the modification at 0 and 1, you will get 0 1 1. You do the modification and you calculate the profit, you will get the profit 10. Like that, you modify this too, you will get the modification like this, right? And if you observe that maximum profit we are getting at here, so we can say maximum profit possible is 10, which is achieved by modifying the 0 and 1 consecutive array. And we say that, so when we are modifying 0 and 1, at that time we are getting the profit 10, and we'll say return profit 10. So let's understand the approach and intuition. So we understand what the approach is, right? What the problem is, that, right? Let's understand how we are going to do that, right? Very first, we observe that we are doing the some pointers we are taking, and we are modifying the indexes strategy, right? So we will use a pointer, or you can say sliding window moment, right? We can apply, right? Have you done study a fourth problem? This is based on that. Okay, just leave it for now. So we have to slide a window of length k, right? And across the array that we have given, okay, because k we have given here, right? So the old sum, if you find, we can get what? You just multiply all of them, right? Strategy at I and prices over the window, right? You will get the old sum. Then you will get the new sum, right? Where we will get the prices at I. In we will keep multiplying of them, right? Let's suppose what I'm trying to say. Okay, give me a second, guys. Okay, let's suppose we have given some old sum, for example. So for the old sum, if we have the sum, right, and we have some a strategy, okay, a strategy, just leave for now, some value we have, and we multiply with the price. Can we say that if we multiply strategy at I into prices at I over some window, right, you will get the old sum. Now let's suppose we have the new sum, right? We have the new sum where we just do the sum and we'll say what is we have at prices at I, that we will sum for all the second half of the window, because the first half that we are taking, the first half we are saying 0, and the second half we are saying is 1, that we are setting, right? So if for the second half we are setting is 1, so we'll do the sum of them for the second half. Can we say that if we'll find the second half sum, right, means where the value is 1, because we are selling at that point, right? Let's understand there is a delta. Can we say that if there is a delta, if we know that what is at new sum, and just do the minus of the old sum, we'll find the delta, the difference. So we'll pick the max delta, right? If we'll find the max delta, right, we have our answer. Let's understand how. Can I say if we will take let's take a very simple thing, right? Let's suppose we have indices, right? At here is 0, 1 and 2 for the prices, right? If we'll represent this, let's call it like 4, 2 and 8, 0, 1 and 2. Can we say that? We can say that. And the strategy at here is -1, 0 and 1. K we have given is 2. So the half will become what? K by 2 is 1, right? Means window 1 will take where L left is at 0, will take the right at 2. Can we say that? So when L at 4, R at 8, right? What is the mid? Mid is 1. Means we have to cover from here 0 to 1. The current index is at here and mid is coming at here. Means we are talking about 0, 1, right? So when we are taking the current window is, let's say window 1 we are talking about, means 0, 1. So 0 and 1 is the first half, and 1 and 2 is the second half. Can we say that? So what are the window elements we have? Window elements, we know that, let's suppose at index 0 we are talking about, what we have is 1, -1 will take strategy into 4 at index at here. So we'll get here what? We'll get we'll call it 4, will take -4. Okay. When index at, we are talking about 2, let's suppose. So here we'll get what? At 2 here we'll take what? We'll get 2 into 0 into 2. 0 into 2 will get 0. So if we'll do the sum, so the old sum, we call this as old sum, where you will get -4 and 0, and the old sum is nothing but will get -4, right? So this is your old contribution. Now understand the new contribution. Okay, how we are going to find? Let's suppose if we have the new, right, after the transformation, right, means after transformation, can we say 0 into 4 at 0, what we will get here? We'll get 0. And here 1 into 2 after the modification, what we will get? We'll get 2. Means total we'll get a new sum equal to 2. So what is the delta we have here is? Delta will say 2 minus 4 will get 6. We'll say total equal to base equal to 4 plus 6 equal to 10. Understand? Similarly, if you'll find the window 2, so window 2 will start at where? At 1 and will go to here. If you observe from here to here, right? So we'll just multiply with this one, okay? So we'll say 2 into 0 and 1 into 8. 1 into 8 means total will get how many? We'll get for window 8, we'll get 8. It's the old sum. Then we'll multiply for the 0 into 2 and 1 into 8 for the new sum, means half for first half and second half. We'll get an 8 here. So new sum will do minus, okay? So total delta is coming is 0 if you'll find the minus, right? Means total is what? Is 4. Total is 4 because we have seen, right? When we call the total, we'll get how many? 8 minus 4, right? So we'll say here 4, right? I hope you understand. So this is when we are cover the index 1 and 2 from here to here. So what we will do, we'll use the concept of this, right? And we'll build our intuition. What is the intuition behind the solution? Let's understand. So very first, our main thing is to find the base, right? If you'll find the base, just do the strategy and we multiply with the price. We'll keep modifying for each window length, right? The window contribution that start from where L2, L plus K, and then L2, L plus K minus 1, it will go, right? For this one. So new contribution we'll see we are getting from where? The sum of prices over the second half, and then the old contribution will get. And if you'll find the gain is nothing but the delta, right? So you will just do the minus, right? Like let's say the sum of prices over the second half and the sum of prices over the window. If you'll find that, you will get the gain. So we just need the window that is the maximum delta we have. If the delta is less than equal to 0 for all the window, do nothing, will not do anything, like that case we have seen for this case. But if we are finding the better value, right, we'll use the better value, right? Otherwise we'll not do anything, okay? So we just need to find the current delta. If it is delta is less than equal to 0, we'll discard this, we'll not use that, right? And we'll find the we'll compute the current base, which is we have to calculate the current window, and we have to track each time, and we have to add to the base. So this concept will give you O of n algorithm, right? Time complexity. So we have to do, let's suppose we can use the prefix sum, right? And so it's a kind of prefix sum where we will calculate these things, because how we have to calculate, right? That we will apply. Okay, so let me tell you how. Okay, very first, what we will do, it's a variant of a prefix sum, right? And if you remember that, right, that will take off O of n times, we know that, right? So what we will do, we'll pre-compute some value, right? What we will pre-compute, we will have our prefix some contributions, right? Let's take contributions. Okay, we'll do the sum at from 0 to I minus 1, right? And we know that we have to find the strategy at I, and then we have to multiply with the prices. So we'll find the prefix prices also, right? So you know the prefix contribution you will find, and the prefix prices you will find, right? You know how to find the prefix prices. From sum to 0 to I minus 1, you will go for all the prices at I, right? Then you will find the windows that we have seen. L will go to R minus 1 will go, right? We'll find the right, and then you will find the mid that we have seen. So you will find the old sum, then the new sum, the second half, right? Like the delta, like that we'll find, and all the time we'll find, and finally we'll do the base. Answer is our base plus max delta that we have seen, the 4, right? That we have find. So this we will apply this one. Let's understand how I have done. Okay, so very first what you need to do, we have to find the base profit as I told you, right? Then we'll find the prefix contribution and max price contribution, right? You will apply all these things that I told you, right? Then we'll find the max delta, and we have to divide into 2 half, k by 2. So we'll find the old contribution, new contribution using this, as you have seen, old contribution, new contribution, you find the delta, and finally we'll return the base result. I hope you will like this video. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next questions.